New Always Talking Shit Show.
How long is that? Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Doc on.
It's your boy Akeem Sincere. What's good?
You're in tune with another session of the Always Talking Shit Show. There's somebody touching shit?
Yeah, look at that shit. It's all good though.
What the fuck? Everybody even pinning.
New Always Talking Shit Show.
I don't know what it is, because that shit plays out way longer than just Jalen saying what the fuck he says.
What do you mean?
No.
New Always Talking Shit Show.
Never mind. I guess I was just picking up us talking.
Oh, okay. I was about to say we should probably know.
You know what? There has not been like very good hip hop news lately.
In which way? What do you mean?
I just don't feel like anyway.
There's a lot of music that came out.
Nah, I mean like hip hop news, not like music that's come out. There's been a lot of great music. I'm just talking like the biggest thing in like hip hop news to me right now is probably everything surrounding J. Cole.
Okay. What you mean as far as him not getting cut?
No, as far as like just stuff to be looking like for topics for the show. There hasn't been really good spicy news. Or even like noteworthy news.
You mean just as it pertains to hip hop culture?
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on what you want to talk about. There's always something happening. Just about coming across it, you know what I mean?
Like I'm looking at it right now and I'm like,
Because I know that it depends on what you call, like when you say hip hop, are you talking about the culture or just music? Because, I mean, the shit that's going on with Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club and all that, that's been going on like tough. Like, and then it turns out that the shit was they was on your boy Charlamagne. Nigga tried to hit him with a what do they call it? It's a character assassination. It was a plot by Kevin. I don't even know his name. By Wendy Williams' husband. So I don't know. That's what they saying.
or it's like just the same shit. Like we're still talking about G Herbo.
What about him?
He's just pled not guilty.
See, I didn't know that. I knew he had caught that case. You talking about for the fraud, the scam shit?
And Nas, he's back on Sony, but under with his Mass Appeal label. That's
Big news.
J. Cole is done in
Yeah, I know he got cut.
Rwanda.
No,
he didn't get cut. He left. He said he had family issues.
Oh, for real? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. He's having something's going on with his family. He had to leave.
Oh, okay. I just shout out to J. Cole. I just assumed he got cut.
50 Cent's girlfriend is responding because Vivica A. Fox said she's the love of 50's life.
She said Fifth was the love of her life.
Yeah.
That was that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Am I
But
about
that's
to smash something?
No, that was a weed baggy. Nah, you feel what I'm saying though. It's like, what part of any of that was like? I mean, the Mass Appeal thing. That's news. Or Drake reminds the fans the Weeknd and him are Toronto's hip hop and R&B goat. I guess Kanye got a new model girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just.
I mean, like, what do you think Kanye? What niggas didn't think Kanye was about to go get a model girlfriend?
Kanye bags bitches, nigga. Like, I don't understand where y'all
most
thought.
millionaires, and especially billionaires. So
I see that you got this same individual on your Facebook. You know what that is, right?
Yeah. I know exactly who that is. I know that. I know who that is.
You know that individual?
Yeah.
That should be wilding me out, like going through like seeing the mutual friends with this person.
Nigga, where it's wild is if you don't know that person, nigga. That's
Bruh.
Wow. I mean, you out here too thirsty.
And I wonder like how many niggas in her DM that we like know or think that motherfuckers who think they like a hard ass nigga and shit like that.
I mean,
I bet she probably done smashed a few.
You wild, bro. You gonna have to pause some shit like that, nigga.
Pause.
Before you have that fucking conversation with me, nigga, on camera.
Pause. But
What
I
is wrong
bet.
with you right now, Dre?
But I
Nigga,
bet.
wild, nigga.
I bet that
This
motherfucker.
nigga's wild,
I
nigga.
bet that motherfucker done smashed.
Why do you care?
I'm
Like,
just
nigga,
saying,
like,
nah, cause it be some of like the hardest niggas, some of the hardest shit, and they done probably.
I don't know
They
nothing.
probably
I
done.
don't know nothing about what you talking about, my nigga. Go ahead, you got the floor.
They probably done
This is
slid in the
wild.
DM, at the very least. You don't think so?
Bro, I don't think. I have not thought about that shit at all, and don't care to now. Like,
Nah,
you know
but
what
I'm
saying?
just saying, like,
nah, but I'm serious.
motherfuckers
Get
like
shit off.
didn't know like at all what that was. How many like
What do you mean that, nigga? You mean a transvestite?
or what she is?
You
My
mean a
bad.
tranny, nigga? It's a fucking tranny. Some niggas like trannies, bro.
Nah, but okay,
Like,
imagine.
some niggas really like
Okay,
girls
but
that
all right,
don't
all right,
matter to
all right,
them.
all right.
Some
Imagine being the dude who like it does matter, and you probably like. How many niggas you think open mouth kissed?
I'm not imagining that. Like, why?
Because I'm just saying, like, how much?
No. You gotta explain it more than that. Cause I'm just saying, nigga, why? Like, what the fuck would I imagine that for,
because it just be
nigga?
crazy. Because niggas have like
What?
all niggas have open mouth kissed a bitch in the club before that we just met.
say
Everybody,
that shit.
you've never done it?
No.
Okay, I can't
nigga.
speak for you.
I can't speak for all niggas.
I can't speak for all niggas.
I hate when niggas do. Nah, I hate when
But
niggas about to tell
okay,
that
let
truth
me say
and want to put
something.
it on everybody. Well,
I
all
know,
niggas
I know a lot of niggas who open mouth. I've seen a lot of. I've done it before.
Me
I've
too.
seen a
It's
lot of
happened.
my niggas.
It happens. I've seen it happen.
How many niggas do you think open mouth kissed her in the club, nigga?
Who's that? Oh, that's your phone.
I didn't even realize what was going on, nigga. You ain't gonna indulge my conversation, are you?
No, you keep trying to ask me this question?
Yes.
Nigga, I told you a million times, bro. Like, I don't have a question. I don't have an answer for you. You have the floor. This is something you want to get off the chest.
You can't indulge me. You don't think
No,
like
because that's offensive for me to indulge
you don't think hetero.
Like, nigga, that's not what I've never thought about that shit at
You
all.
don't think hetero men have probably open mouth kissed this person in the club?
I mean, if you force me to think about it, I guess maybe. Why are you so tickled at it? Like, why this shit got you so? That's what I want to know, nigga. Why are you like so giddy about it? Like, nigga,
Because it's like
because it's hella funny to you and all kind of shit.
it's like with how small Reno is. I can just imagine.
Bro, that has nothing to do with Reno. That could be any fucking where in the world.
No, but what I'm saying is like
That situation happens everywhere in the world. Like, that ain't got shit to do with, like, Nevada.
I guess it's just funny because of all the mutual friends and like the niggas I know personally.
See, that's where I don't get. It's a small-ass town. So if a motherfucker that grew up a male decides to turn into a fucking female, why wouldn't they have a bunch of mutual friends with
Nah,
you in
but
this
that's not the
small-ass
issue.
town?
I'm like, which one of the mutual friends has ever slid in a DM on some extra shit, knowing what that was, what she was? Okay, I could say.
Nigga, you're homophobic. You
I'm-
coming off real homophobic.
I'm not,
bro.
though. I'm just.
That's exactly how you sound. I'm just being 100.
How?
Cause, nigga, just the way you talking about it, nigga, is like knowing what that was. Nigga, that's a whole fucking person.
Knowing what she was.
It's a whole person, nigga. Now, you don't have to agree with her re-identifying herself. If that's your soapbox, that could be your soapbox.
Nah, cause
No.
because it's individual.
No, because you making me talk about this shit when you was just talking shit to me about having too much to say. Like, nigga, I asked you got any comment? Nah, nigga. But then you mad at no, we can't get through all that, Akeem.
This
But then
topic came out of nowhere.
Nigga, obviously. So, nigga, now we gonna indulge it. Fam, at the end of the day, it's just about maturity levels. Like, at the end of the and I don't know, bro. I can't speak for everybody. But at the end of the day, I just grew up with what another person eat don't make me shit. And damn sure, if I don't give a fuck about what somebody eats, I damn sure don't care about who they putting their dick into. Excuse my language, or about who they're not, or about whose DMs they're in and shit like that. That just ain't really where my mind go. I mean, I guess I can see the humor in it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of humor in it.
But I still don't even think it's that much humor in that. Like, say I had a homeboy that was in her DMs trying to get at her. Why? Why does that? Why do I care?
All right, so the story that we heard about Fat Lip kissing and things about
Who
a
in the
tranny
hell is
wasn't
Fat Lip?
hieroglyphics? Not hieroglyphics. Farside?
I ain't never heard the story. I don't even know. I'm out to live on this
We
one.
did. We watched it all together on it was the dude who talked about getting head from a tranny.
I don't remember this.
Dog, we had watched the whole video on it. He's like, yeah, the bitch would never let me touch on her. You know, then I ended up having to beat the bitch up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kinda do remember
so
hearing
so we
Yeah, that
laughed our ass off hearing that story.
'Cause
So
the
that
story-
shit wouldn't be funny if our
No, listen to
nigga
me.
told us that
No,
story.
No, like the way it was funny. What I was laughing at is the foolery of the nigga saying it, like interviewing about it on camera. He just sounded like a fucking fool. And if I was gonna be honest, if that was my friend, my brother, I'd be like, bro, why you put your hands on her? You wanted that.
Didn't know though.
Everybody says that, fam.
Yeah, you
I don't
got
want to hear
to.
that shit, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit, fam. I don't want to hear that shit.
There's many
Fuck you
identifying
mean, nigga?
factors that you
The
can
fuck
put
you
it
mean you
together.
didn't know?
Nigga.
Fuck out of here. You had sex with a man and you didn't know it?
Nah, he didn't have sex. He got.
I'm just saying, I don't care. Any kind of sex. 'Cause a nigga will have sex with a whole tranny. And this is why this shit is dangerous. Because it puts these women in a situation to where they just food. Nigga, like, a nigga find out that you having sex with this woman, you can shoot him. You can beat him up.
Right.
The nigga that is down with that's in jail for the Mo3 shooting is facing another charge because he was dating a transvestite openly and honestly, and then they got back to everybody else. Everybody started making fun of him about it. She ends up dead. He didn't know, obviously. How the fuck you don't know, fam? That's what my mind. That's why I was kind of like, what are you getting at? Because I don't think that shit is even possible. I don't even entertain that shit.
They know.
I don't entertain that. I'm not gonna just demonize these group of people and say that they're just tricksters, nigga. They just put on makeup so good that they can just change what God. They can go out here and all these dudes are just innocent. The fuck out of here.
So okay.
The fuck
Okay.
out of here.
If nobody
bro.
told
and
you,
I've seen transvestites that look better than actual God-born created females. So if I'm a heterosexual man that can honestly say that, like, hey, she's prettier than her, and she's not even a born man, you telling me that these motherfucking sex addict, I can't think, but only one head ass dudes in this world aren't openly and honestly going into that, and then when the world finds out, then they got a problem. Now they want to cry victim and all that.
I could never.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
I could never.
That's
bruh.
why I'm looking at what you're saying is fugazi, nigga. Like, that don't even exist in my world. What are you talking about?
They all know.
She gave you head, and you didn't know that was a man.
Well, okay. I'm not gonna shoot him bail. I'm gonna.
I'm not
give you.
shooting-
I'm
there's
gonna.
no bail to
I'm
be
gonna
shot.
give you his reasoning. Cause no, he tried to reason his way, but because he was like, well, she never let me touch, put my hand down her pants or anything like that. Nigga, that's a flag immediately.
Especially when you're past fucking high school, fam. Especially when you're past fucking adolescence to where a girl might not let you touch her box, but might be willing to give you some head because she wants to try it too.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I'm not listening to that, bro. That nigga's a liar. He a liar, bro.
Alright. What would you do if you found out someone that gave you some head was a tranny?
That wouldn't happen.
Because you're
Because
going
I'm
to
a-
do all the research.
No, because I'm a grown-ass, unthirsty, heterosexual-ass a man.
Yeah. You'll
And
you gonna
nigga,
get to
how the
know
fuck?
the
How
bitch,
you sucking
right.
my dick and I don't even know you, fam? I'm not 17 no more. I'm not 21-year-old Nakeem no more.
So you're
This shit
not
wouldn't happen to me,
no random head for you no more?
nigga. I wasn't the random head guy anyways. That's how we got in this COVID shit. Niggas pass germs just way too easily.
Okay, hold on. So if some super baddie we blew up or something, we don't know her just randomly. She went.
Bro, you king of the hypothetical,
Pause.
bro.
I am.
Go ahead, get your shit off, man.
Cause
We
nigga,
can
I
work on this
have
shit.
a valid very vivid imagination. All this shit can happen just cause you told me you're not the random head guy anymore. You wouldn't be ever again.
Well, describe random first, since we gotta have this. Describe random.
Say,
Like, give me an example.
say
of what a
we
random
start.
head
Say
guy
we
is.
start like touring with this shit, right?
Don't even say that. Use real life. Like, we go places, nigga, like real life. What's a
All right,
random
here we go.
head
Here we
situation?
go.
Give me
If
that.
say you come with me to a video shoot like you did, right? And
Right.
it's a bunch of females. We ain't never met them. Something can't go down.
I don't
You
even
ain't
know what
going.
that just meant, man. Nigga, we're on a podcast.
Pause.
Use your words, nigga. What do you mean?
All
What
right,
is
so
kiki? What
if
is
if
that?
one of these bitches
What is
bad,
wrong
well,
with
okay,
you?
say they bad. One of these bitches want to chop the tree down, nigga. Pause.
So a girl wants to give me head
Yeah, random.
at a video shoot.
Random.
She's a random video vixen.
Yes.
No.
Okay. I'm not saying that
Like,
you wouldn't say no. I'm
I mean,
asking.
no, nigga, especially
Video vixen.
no.
She'd have probably been in
Let
there.
me finish my statement. Especially, nigga, if there's a chance that I don't know her fucking sexuality, dog.
That's real. I get it.
Fam, look,
I get it.
this is what I'm doing. No, let me speak on this, though. Look, fam, this is where my mind works. I'm going to assume that transsexual people are more honest than non-transsexual people. And what I mean by that is, I think that the girl that used to be a boy
It's gonna tell you fast.
is more likely to be honest and tell you,
Yeah.
I used to be a boy. This ain't what
Before
you
it goes
want.
down there,
Before.
right.
And some of the trans girls I know, the hardest problem they have is so-called non-gay men trying to push up on them all the time and not trying to hear that they don't want that. Like, yo, this ain't really what you want. Like, it's a video that went viral with this girl. She looked like a girl. She was transvest. She was doing her thing.
Right.
She tried to politely several times shoot this dude down because it's like, bro, this ain't what you want.
Yeah. It ain't.
She had to start speaking in her God-given man voice and look at the nigga crazy like, yo, like, nigga, it scared the fuck out of him for him to leave her alone. And that's when I was just like, bro, so you telling me because he's horny, he didn't hear her say that I'm not a girl? That I wasn't born this way? Niggas be lying, fam. Simple as that. Dudes be lying. You know how I know dudes be lying? Fam, how many times you hear about women getting raped in prison? We hear about females going to prison for shit all the time, doing time all the time. How many times does the rape story come up in motherfucking prison for females? Now, I'm not saying it don't happen.
It only happens.
Hold on.
It happens mainly with the guards, the male guard.
I won't even say that. What I'm saying is, nigga, I'm just talking strictly prison inmates.
Oh yeah. You
I'm
don't
talking
hear about
strictly
that a
prison
lot.
inmates.
No.
It happens.
Yeah, but it's not.
Fam, why do you think that shit runs so rapid in a bunch of fucking a boy party,
Because
nigga?
them niggas is
3,500
thirsty
men
as
all
fuck.
on each other, nigga. Nigga, think about all the niggas you know that just keep going back to jail for little shit. You be like, damn, he went back to jail for that? That's stupid. All he had to do is do this. The nigga probably going back there on purpose because he want to meet somebody, man. He liked that lifestyle. That's all I'm saying. Bro, heterosexual dudes be the most homophobic sometimes. But they the ones that's the problems a lot of the times. I'm just saying, like how many dudes you know that have been outside of prison that have just been gang raped or are drugged and taken advantage of by men?
I don't even want to think about that.
Now you
type
don't
of
want to
shit.
think. That's what I'm saying. See, you don't want to have to start this fucking conversation, nigga. But
That's
now
a
you
sc-
don't want to think
That's
about
a
all right.
scary thought to
Nah,
me, nigga.
Now you want to think about her and her life, nigga,
That's
her
a-
personal
that's a-
shit,
that's
nigga,
a
and who
s-
might be all in her DMs.
That's a
But
scary
now you
ass
don't want to talk
thought.
about the real shit.
Nah,
though.
I know,
This
but
is
that's
where you wrong us. Nigga.
that's a scary thought to me, nigga. A gang rape, but nah, bro. Kill me if that ever pause, but if that
Any
ever,
type of
nigga,
rape should
kill,
scare you, bro.
Kill me, nigga. Ah, please. In my whole life, nigga. I don't want to live, nigga, through this.
Imagine how a female feels.
I get that already. I'm not just saying.
No, I'm just saying. I know. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying, like, that's the, like, when we start making people sexualize conversation, that's the problem. Niggas don't want you to talk about your politics and your religion. No, nigga, don't tell me who you're sleeping with. Don't tell me your sexual fantasies and desires unless you are inviting me to them or want to share them with me. That's why I was like, bro, I honestly, I'm not even trying to sit on the soapbox right now. I honestly was just like, bro, what are you talking about? I've never thought about no shit like that. Like, I've never thought about that. Like, nigga, no, because I don't care. And I think too many people are interested in gay sex and just for some reason they're not real enough with themselves to just say that. So I'm not speaking to you. Let me get because we got listeners.
Please.
I'm not talking about my mans. I'm just
I'm
talking.
like,
Since he brung us
nigga,
here, we just gonna have this conversation. Because what you know what I'm saying? That's what happens, bro. It's just like, oh, I wonder if so and so. Oh, nigga, that nigga probably. I'm so tired of niggas telling me if they think Puff Daddy or Jamie Foxx or so and so is gay. Like, nigga, who cares? And you got niggas that can't have a conversation with you about other people. I think he. I don't know. You know, he's successful, nigga. You know what they do. You know how you got to be successful to be black in Hollywood, nigga. I don't know. I don't know about that color, man. You see that shirt he wear? You can wear some shit that a nigga wouldn't wear, and that make you gay. Right? But then everybody that speak like this be like, oh, I'm not homophobic. Yeah, you are. Because gay people don't sit around and talk about straight sex. Like, they don't be just sex. They don't sexualize everybody like that. Like, all my gay male friends don't be sexualizing people. But a lot of motherfuckers sexualize them, though. Like, a lot of people are just interested and has to comment on their sex life and the way they give it up. You know what I'm saying? I just noticed that shit. Like, niggas got to get it together, man. I don't even know how to segue into my shit, nigga, after that, boy. Well, the cops lied about Nipsey, man. How about that? We gonna get off that like that.
How?
Cops lied about Nipsey, man. Because when Nipsey was murdered, I knew something was up when LAPD all of a sudden came out with all these glowing, like, comments and reviews. Like, oh, because Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle had a scheduled meeting with the chief of police the morning he was after that he was pronounced dead. So, like, that morning, him and Ho was supposed to meet up and have a real, I guess, baller-ass heavy meeting with the chief. I don't know what about, none of that. Like, that's never really fully been reported, to my knowledge. Well, it turns out they came out to the media because I think they underestimated the love that he got. I mean, Barack Obama sent a letter to be read at his funeral. Farrakhan eulogized him, and it had to be held at the Staples Center. And we seen the reports that came out about some of the police officers that was mad about the police brigades he got and all that. They was like, fuck him, he's a gangbanger. Like, all that bullshit. Well, the police kind of tried to combat a lot of that and was like, oh, we were working with him. He was a pillar of the community, all this other shit. And it turns out, man, through a leak affidavit, they were investigating it.
Of course they were.
Fam, what you doing with those quarters, my nigga?
Entertaining myself.
Well, do you understand this is recorded? Of all people, you know that. Imagine you being in your headphones, working out, chilling, doing something, listening to that shit.
Keep going with your subject.
You throwing me off, though. Like, with your rattle. You just threw me off a little bit, nigga. Like, and don't act like that towards my subject, nigga, after the subject you introduced, nigga.
No, I'm listening to your subject to have a comment, bro.
All right,
nigga,
I'm just saying.
I'm keeping myself entertained.
Speeding along, nigga.
I'm
speeding along. So you can be entertained. I'm speeding along, nigga. Basically, what they're saying is that they were investigating Nipsey for gang activity, and then when there was pushback, they issued another statement saying, well, they wasn't really investigating him per se, but his name was all through the investigation and the reports and stuff like that. So basically, it looks like if Nip hadn't have died, which makes sense because they're doing that to every gang member rapper that's a millionaire right now. Like, they're hitting them with RICO charges and all these different gang enhancements and stuff like that. So it's just something to think about, man. I keep telling y'all, man, if y'all gonna be in y'all little boys club, keep it on the low. Don't tell nobody.
It's just fucking retarded, though. Like, I mean, that's a dumb question. Investigating. Why would they investigate him?
Because he's making millions, and
that's a stupid ass question.
Down. Yeah,
and
he's giving hella people jobs.
And it's not just making millions. It's trying to change the world in the black community.
Right,
they
that's
don't
facts.
ever want you to do
Yeah,
that.
that's facts. How dare I look over that one, right?
They
Like,
don't ever want you to do that, nigga. Don't ever uplift the black community, nigga.
Right. Hey, you
shit on them.
Stem cell. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Man, fuck out of here.
Sell all the drugs and step on the neck of your community all you want.
Right.
Pimp all the black women and women.
They weren't investigating it when he was out there as nigga just 6-0 Crippin',
right,
nigga.
as soon as,
But
as
when
soon
Nip
as it's
got
uplift
right,
the
man, it was like,
community and
yeah,
make
it's a
sure
problem.
let's buy up the community, make sure the community's right, and I'm sick of all this graffiti here
Hey,
now. Fix
hold
this
on
shit
real
the
quick.
fuck
This is
up.
on a sidebar. This is on another topic, but we keep doing what you're doing. I just thought about something, nigga. One of these topics we gonna get into because the trip you're about to take, I got some homework for. Like, nigga, keep your eyes open, nigga. I need you. You already know where I'm going.
But it's like, bro, it's like I said, as soon as the nigga wanna uplift this community, we gonna kill that nigga.
That's when they have a problem with you, bro.
Every time.
Isn't that crazy?
Because what they do, what they do to Fred Hampton. As soon as he started to bring these two communities together and uplift everything at once, they killed that nigga in his sleep.
They went and killed that king.
Went and killed him in his sleep.
They murdered him in his sleep, nigga.
And it made a movie that the movie was mainly about the fucking snitch.
Well, that's important. That's important because how do you think Malcolm X was made? There's a lot of that in there to it too. We need to know. We need to know that he's not even a snitch, nigga. He's just a nigga that was doing what he was made to do. He wasn't really a real cop. He wasn't any of that. He was a nigga, and they paid him to kill a king. That's what they did with Malcolm. That's what it seems like could have possibly happened with Nip. I don't know, right? You see these things where it's just like, okay, Doc Honest, he done got all his riches out. Like, he used to driving big boy whips and jewels and girls. Now his genius is kicking in. And he realizes through his, you know what I mean, sonic gifts, nigga, like, he can help his community. He got a little studio. He doing this for the kids, all that. That's when they come for you, dog. Like, not when you just pouring. Dame Dash couldn't do nothing when he was pouring Cristal on bitches.
Nothing.
He couldn't do nothing wrong, fam.
Nope.
Dame was going into CEO meetings with sweats, talking crazy, like.
And that was okay.
It was good.
The buffoonery is
when he started talking that culture vulture shit and realizing, like, yo, we should own this. Like, this is ours.
Yep.
Oh, he's crazy. Like, don't listen to him.
You know what's crazy? The fact that Clive Davis is such a pillar in hip hop.
It's not that he's a pillar in. You know what? That's the catch-22 with me. I feel what you're saying about that. I struggle with that. But then it's like, you know why he's a pillar in hip hop too, though? What? This is the fucked up part about capitalism. The shit can be founded in some racist shit, right? Like Clive Davis is basically, they let him keep going. Right. They went after Berry Gordy. We know that, right? Yep. They go after certain people. They turn you out of that. Like, no, you ain't going to keep this forever. You're not going to dominate this space. However, we know the privilege of certain things. Yeah. It's not Clive's fault, right? But he definitely takes advantage of that. So through the pop world, you get Whitney and all these people and Mariah and them to make you gazillions of dollars. Yeah. They bring you Alicia Keys because of that. It's no different than being David Falk. Like, you think Michael Jordan's agent is really that great of an agent? No, he was lucky enough to get Michael Jordan. So guess what that means? Kobe's coming to you. Right. And guess what that means? Well, shit, Kobe went to him. I'm T-Mac. I'm going there. Well, guess who LeBron was supposed to go with?
Him before.
Why do you think these motherfuckers hate Bronny, man? Because Bronny was like, fuck out of here, nigga. Where my homeboy at?
Right.
Because all you're going to do is answer the phone and ask me if I want the deal or not, nigga. He can do that.
Yep.
You don't need to be a talented agent when you got the number one fish in the sea.
Nope. That deal is going to sign itself every time.
And that's just kind of where I'm at with it, man. Like,
all right, people out there.
Same thing applies.
Just listen to me. If you want to uplift your community, go live in a bunker. Do that shit from CCTV. Because the second your ass do it and they can get a hold of you, they gonna kill your ass, nigga.
Well, and it's all about spoon feeding them versus, hey, look, you got to play the game. Too many revolutionaries don't play the game. Mm-hmm. A lot of revolutionaries get caught up in the revolutionary spirit and they become naive in dealing with the very thing that they're revolting against.
Right.
And you don't have to play the game in the terms of go along to get along.
Right.
But you definitely, that's what Malcolm understood when he came back from Mecca. Mm-hmm. That's why they had to get him up out of here. Because he started speaking at Berkeley University, UC Berkeley, and Harvard, when he used to turn them down.
Yeah.
But he starts speaking to auditorium full of the brightest, whitest minds in America. And that leads us to where we are today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when you speak about pain and you're articulate about it, a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you will listen to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're just being honest and you just telling your heart, you don't have to. How many times you done seen some shit and be like, damn, man, that shit move. You get chills or something, like, and it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Are people that look like you, or people that where you from, but you can see it. We're humans. You can relate to it. Like, yo, that's wild. That's some wild shit right there. You know. But we piggybacked off that from the Nipsey Hussle thing, man, and like the way we know where we're going with that in terms of rest in peace to Nip. Shout out to his legacy. They still closed his store down and all that stuff.
I'm so mad about
I know,
that.
but the store is still there because of the online order. So people just keep shopping, you know what I'm saying? Marathon.com. The marathon continues. God bless his family. God bless Lauren. You know what I mean? And his children.
Why'd they shut it down?
Because that's what they were trying to say, that it's a gathering spot for gangsters. Now, you can say that about any black neighborhood.
Yep.
And white neighborhood if you want to criminalize white gangs the way you do black gangs.
Right.
Because motherfuckers walk around like they don't know that there's white gangs in these streets, bro. They really don't know. And they'll think that the only white gangs are like neo-Nazi gangs or skinhead gangs. Go to Boston.
Yeah.
Go to Boston and start talking spicy and on the wrong side of town. See, don't them boys have your head. The town was real. Those are real characters like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But speaking of gangster shit, like I said, we're gonna breeze through these because I know you got a big day tomorrow. Chevron might be the.
I watched that shit. That shit was. What the fuck,
my nigga? I'm glad.
Fuck a Chevron, nigga. I'll never in my
Right?
life.
I'm like, bro, I
Y'all
wish
run out
I
of
would
gas.
get some gas.
I run out of gas
I'll
when I go to the
past the
Chevron.
gas like nigga never,
I'll
man.
push past them niggas.
And I used to rock with Chevron gas. Fam, when I seen this,
Chevron could turn into the cheapest gas on earth tomorrow, nigga, and
Fam.
I'm still not getting Chevron.
when I seen
gas.
this, I was just like, oh, bro, they're bold.
They were assholes, nigga. Left the nigga on house arrest for 600 days, nigga.
He's been on house arrest for 600 days. Look, they won't give him no trial. And peep this. Okay, we have an audience. So Chevron, due to its capitalistic ways, I'll just say that, was causing, and I'll let you use your imagination because we're going to talk about this loosely because shit real. And we got lives,
They
bro.
were fucking Ecuador.
And we not messing with all that. But basically, Chevron was fucking the Ecuadorian Amazonian rainforest the fuck up. And when I say that,
fucking it.
I mean they were fucking it up. They were causing cancer in all the people that lived there. The indigenous folks were dropping off, dying. They were fucking up. They were Flint, Michigan in their water. You know what I'm saying?
They made Flint, Michigan look like Aquafina, nigga.
They was doing all the American cruel Western world capitalistic shit that you hear about that makes the world hate us sometimes. They were doing that. A group of attorneys, particularly one in particular, Steve, and excuse me if I'm butchering his name, Stephen Dalzinger. He went to work because he said, you know what? Without that Amazonian rainforest, we don't have life on this planet. Nope. So as a civil rights attorney or human rights attorney, what's more human right worthy than that? Let me go use all my good resources and my brilliant education, my American education, to fight for Americans and future born Americans. He won over $9 billion settlement to those people in the Ecuadorian Amazonian rainforest.
Until they appealed it.
Well, you know they're going to appeal it. So Chevron appeals it. This is one lawyer in a law firm. Of course, the law firm gets him the hell up out of there because they're not going to grow broke fighting his cause. But So now you have one individual lawyer, human rights lawyer, Mr. Steven. Chevron takes his ass to task. They claim that he falsified some things and unjustly got the settlement passed, which how do you even do that without any proof? But make a long story shorter, they sue him to the tune of $60
B's.
billion. Not a million.
I might go shoot everybody at Chevron.
Not a million.
You're suing me for $60 billion.
Relax. We don't condone any mass shootings on this platform.
I'm just saying,
I'm
if
just
they
saying
win
it too.
the case,
Well, you have to say that.
I will
That's why we on
never
this
in
side.
my life, my kids' life, paying that off. I'm blowing your bill.
Well, first off, you don't have $60 billion, so he couldn't pay it. He's not paying it off.
Right.
There is no paying it off.
I'm blowing your bill.
And obviously when you get a setup, when you get hit with that kind of number, it's something bigger than the money. Like they obviously know. That judge knew. Well, this is another thing they were saying. Due to some kind of government like wink wink, he's being tried by a group of lawyers on a panel created and funded by Chevron. So technically, Chevron's attorneys have tried, not just sued him, because to sue him, you got to have a third-party judge. So what he's asking for is for the Department of Defense or the Department of Justice, am I saying this right? Yeah, DOJ, to try him. Like, no, can the American government try me so that I can either go to jail or win? But this $60 billion and sitting on house arrest with a monitor for 600 days and counting because they're mad because I fought for the little people and won, and they had to pay them $9 billion, but they would never actually do that. So they'd rather just corrupt the law and just throw this dude in jail. And the thing is, he said that he's done hours of interviews with some of the top journalists in the country and some of the biggest outlets. He said at the time of review, of release, he said everything go. 2 weeks, do an interview, hundreds of hours of interview, all the evidence is out there. And the morning of the story about to break, he gets a call from the journalist every time. They just pulled the story. So we're doing our part. This is new media. We just want to shut that out there. Hey, Chevron, you foul for what you're doing.
You foul trout mouth ass bitches.
Right, to the human rights lawyer that's on house arrest, man, hold your head up. You are a hero, Steven Dosinger. Steven Dosinger, you are a hero. The funny thing is, he's dope because of the way he did that interview. I thought that he was taking those snippets and commenting on them until like the end when I was like, oh shit, he's really interviewing him. Mm-hmm. And he's relegated to that type of media and interview because New York Times and people like that can't fuck with you, man. So hold your head up, man. You are appreciated, like Pac said. And to the people in the Amazon, man, keep fighting for us because if they kill y'all off, we're all a goner. Because Steve said we will die without these Amazons. Mm-hmm. And Steve's a smart man. Quickly, Maricopa County,
Arizona.
Maricopa County. You sorry someone you know what.
What did they do now? Like, I fucking...
Fam, let me hit this first, man.
What these goofy ass niggas do? Legalize weed and then fucked up somewhere else, huh?
So these cats in Maricopa County, Arizona, they have a state senator. I'm not even going to dignify her by saying her name.
Oh, yeah, she ain't shit.
But guess what they're fighting right now? Voter fraud still. So now Maricopa County is about to host its third audit of the Joe Biden-Trump election. The first two, I guess they didn't get what they were looking for. So now a Trump enthusiast billionaire that is now backed, he created an organization called, get this, Ninja Auditors.
What's the Space Force now?
So what they're going to do is they put together a team. Now they get to pick every employee. They get to pick the staff. They get to pick the type of employee. It's not just a job that anybody can get. But they created this, and they're hiring these special people. They're checking for watermarks. They're checking for uh, multiple fingerprints, all type of shit on these ballots. They're basically using taxpayers' money in Arizona to the tune of about 600,000, and then the private funders will take the rest of the funding. That's what the state senator, who had denied interviews for months now, she got ambushed going into her office from her car, so she gave up that much. And when they start pushing her, like, well, who are these people that are paying for this? She realized that she probably shouldn't have said that. So she said, oh, well, it's a lot of people, and I'm sure they're just, I heard that they're really enthusiastic about philanthropy. And, you know, and then some people on the internet, too, they're just to the tune of 10 to 50 bucks. You're the senator that's funding this project. You're the one that's waving this white flag like, yo, we need to, this election was fraud, and I can prove it right here in my county. Hey, man, this is why people got to vote, bro. When I seen her, I said, how does she get elected to the state senate? These people reflect their constituents.
Yep.
And those who don't vote. Because she's a dummy.
She sound like
a lot of these politicians are actually dumb people, bro. But shout out to Maricopa County. One of my best friends from childhood is actually a sheriff there. Much to my dismay.
Is that the one you always have the Black Lives Matter conversation?
Yeah, man. Much to my dismay. They didn't try to brainwash my guy. Speaking of Black Lives Matter activists, a Black Lives activist in Europe was shot in the head.
We talked about that last episode. Shasha Johnson. She passed away.
I'm not sure. But this is what I was really trying to get into right here, man. I'm going to read something, man. Well, first off, the U.S. government, all of a sudden, after Operation, what was it called, Blue Book?
Mm-hmm.
They spent millions of dollars to keep UFOs and foreign societies, if you would, foreign species, away from us, out of the public knowledge. They thought that it would create a crisis. They thought that the Soviet Union would be able to manipulate those things to create trauma, right? The person that was tasked with that, Operation Blue Book, to oversee it for the first time in its inception, before he passed, he came out and shitted on the program. Said it was the worst thing ever, spoke down about it. Well, in 2017, the United States government put a gentleman by the name of Lon Elizondo in charge of investigating UFO sightings. This is the first time they were going to be backed by government funding, government resources. Go find out about these UFO sightings. Now, when we hear UFO sightings, we had always heard the crazy person from the Midwest, no pun intended, the crazy dude from the shipping deck on the East Coast, the crazy dude riding his horse on the West Coast and the cattle, like not credible people, easily discredited people. Overwhelmingly, majority of the UFO sightings by humans in America are military men and women. Mm-hmm. Pilots. People at sea. So, U.S. Senator at the time, Harry Reid, friend of the family. Shout out to Harry. And his billionaire friend having a conversation. The billionaire friend is a gentleman by the name of Robert Bigelow. From Bigelow area. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know that building right there?
Yeah, the Bigelow area.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how we got to this point. This is how we got to that big-ass warehouse that makes things to go out of space. They make living quarters for spaceships. Lon, he's over the investigating factor, right? He investigates it. This is a recent. When he was asked why has America all of a sudden been eager to acknowledge, even Barack Obama recently, like to acknowledge that there are other species amongst us on this in this world, this is what his answer was. He said, imagine tech that can do 6 to 700 G-forces.
Yeah, it's the only way we'll ever get to another galaxy.
Hold on, let me read this. Let me read this thing. Let me read this quote real quick. I'm gonna just get this off, and I'm gonna give you the floor for this open discussion. He says, imagine tech that can do 6 to 700 G-forces, fly at 13,000 miles per hour, evade radar, can fly through air, water, and possibly space, has no obvious signs of propulsion, no wings, no control surfaces, and yet can still defy the natural effects of Earth's gravity. This is precisely what we are seeing. So what he's saying is that, like, these aren't farmers anymore. These are some of the greatest aviating minds in the country. And
Okay, well,
and so they're able to, like, when they come back, it's not just a sight. They're not just saying, hey, I seen a thing that looked like a Tic Tac. I just seen a thing that looked like a triangle. They're able to see it and tell people, like, hey, this was defying the laws of gravity in the way that it was moving, in the way that it was doing this and that.
well, that's the only. Well, let's talk about it. That's the only way that you're ever going to be able to travel the distance that they're going to travel to get here. There are no. I don't feel like there's any aliens in this galaxy. I feel like there's aliens in all the other galaxies. I feel like there's other Earths and all that other shit. The only way for us to ever, they say, to travel to Mars is going to take. It's like 100,000 years or some shit.
100,000 years. Nigga, they. Well, you mean for humans to travel there?
Mhm.
Okay. I thought you
They're
meant for,
saying
like,
for if they go there and come back, it's not hundreds. No. To get to the nearest first star, that's what I mean. To get to the closest star to Earth, it would take 100 and something thousand years to get there. Cause it's like something like 20,000 light years
right.
to get from here to the closest star. Cause the closest star is way further than Mars is, nigga.
I could imagine. Right. Makes
Way
sense.
further.
Right.
And they're saying, nigga, it would take us to go see that star 100,000 years. And there's
So-
nothing that goes fast enough. The fastest, and that's in our fastest spaceship. It would take 100,000 years.
Yeah, I understand that.
So
but
we would need something that can withstand 600
per
G-forces.
public record, we should say this. Per public record, because we don't know what the hell this
I
government
don't think there's
has
something. I don't think
and the
there's
abilities
I
that
don't
they
think
have.
there's nothing that we have is fast enough. Because
I disagree.
The thing of hyper, or what the fuck do they call that? Like, nigga, with Star Wars, when they go through to the other dimensions,
Warp speed or
warp
something like
speed. That is literally, that concept is the only way for us to see another galaxy. It's the only way for us to get to a star. You have to be able to travel billions and billions of miles per hour for us to see another galaxy. Because, nigga, as far as shit is from here, like I said, our closest star is 100,000 years at our current
Right.
velocity.
But what
Our
I'm saying,
current G-forces.
but that had, I get what you're saying. So it sounds like you're saying. Well, I'm thinking that you're leaning towards, like, the technology aspect of it, but what I'm speaking to is the fact that our government has denied these things, has spent billions of dollars covering these things up for decades, and now, and it's not something. Look, Harry Reid.
No. I'm not saying that you're not. But here's what I'm saying. I'm saying as far as, like, space travel. I was just going off the space travel part of it, of the 600 Gs. That's what's needed for us to ever see Mars.
Yeah, but fam, that was
ever...
a small part of his
I
quote.
was gonna go into
what
everything.
you're saying.
I was
Yeah,
gonna go into
okay.
everything. Think about infrared. Infrared was something we got from Roswell. The infrared for our remotes. The infrared
Allegedly,
for the
yeah.
phones. That
Right,
shit's
yeah.
That's like
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's
because that's at a time where they wouldn't even acknowledge Roswell
Right.
existed.
Right.
Where now they're saying that, hey, yeah, you know the new Roswell, those motherfucking 3 weird looking UFOs that we seen hovering over the military in San Diego, nigga, on the docks. Yeah, those was real.
Do you know what I think it is?
And cell phones. You got military men that's out there doing their flying. Man, it's a dude that's quoted in his story that says for 10 years. He had special details and he was flying and all type of shit. He said he's seen these motherfuckers every day at work for 10 years.
Do you know what it is? I think the world is now having to gear up for aliens. And I think it's I think what it is is the sightings are becoming more frequent, and we're now thinking that these niggas might come, nigga. We might have to see what they're talking about.
That's
bro.
always been the case,
right?
Since a long time ago.
But I think
since before Blue Book.
Yeah,
but
I think it's like how pregnancy. You know, the things get closer. The what you call it. And the baby's coming. The
trimester?
Not trimesters, the contractions.
Okay.
That's how you know when a baby's coming. Over the last couple months of a pregnancy, they get contractions throughout the day.
Right.
And it just gets closer and closer and closer. I think now they're having alien sightings so much that they have to get us ready.
The thing is that
these niggas is going to land
they're popping up on our technology.
Yeah.
Our technology is picking them up more. And as our technology grows, which a lot of people have said, the 60-year gap in technology that just exploded after Roswell, all of a sudden motherfuckers got Bluetooth and all type of shit. And then, I mean...
This shit. Look at this.
There's a guy named Bob Lanier, who used to work at Area 51, broke away. They tried to make him out to be a crazy person. They done added motherfucking shit to the elements chart. That he was talking about in the 80s that they said he was crazy and made it up, and then just waited, and now everybody uses this shit every day like it's a part, like it's from our Earth.
Do we really think titanium is from here? I think titanium and aluminum are really something we found from them. I think they were using aluminum to travel so fast and get here and do all their speed and propulsion, and that's something we picked up.
Possibly.
Or you know what I think it is? I think we had the mineral aluminum and we weren't using it properly. And they gave us the idea of how to use it.
I think a lot of technology and a lot of this shit is just because if you go to advanced civilizations, bro, these motherfuckers can't duplicate what the Egyptians was doing. Exactly. And all like European like science could do in its racism is point out that maybe the aliens came and helped them.
Well, think about what they said about
maybe the aliens came and helped them because we can't figure this shit out.
What the pyramids were for the Egyptians, they said that's where they communicated with other worlds and other galaxies.
But think about who said it. When a motherfucker can't even admit to me what skin color the Egyptians were, right? I don't want to hear shit they got to say about my ancestry.
No, I'm talking about black people who said this. I'm not talking about that person.
Like, no, but that type of science has been out there, nigga. There's no Scientology. I mean, there's no Chinese-tology. Or Italian-tology. That's only about Egyptian people. It's a way of being professional grave diggers and not being looked down upon for it.
Right.
If we took our black ass to Australia or somewhere like that, nigga, and just start digging
just down the street, nigga.
Come on, bro. We going to jail.
We go to the cemetery down the street.
I'm curious about European culture.
Right.
Let me go dig up some old white people and look at this necklace he got on. I'm hanging it on my wall and charge people to come look at it.
Look how big his feet are. They were bigger back then.
Right. They kill me. It's not... It's crazy, bro. So it's all in perception and how they frame it.
But let's be real. The way them pyramids are put together, that has to be alien, nigga.
No, it don't. It don't have to be alien. You know why? Because it was a time where several different species of humans walked on this earth. There's a lot of knowledge that's not passed on between one human group and another human group.
I feel like aliens had a lot of connection to Egypt and Egyptians and through them pyramids.
I don't.
And help them put them shits together.
I don't. I just think you was dealing with a higher caliber human at the time. That's just me personally. See, a lot of people think because shit is technical and we looking at shit on flat screens and all that shit that humans are better or stronger. Humans get weaker every fucking decade. Mm-hmm. Hey, you go 1,000 years ago, man, them motherfuckers didn't need no fucking boost. They ain't need no Adidas boost, nigga, to go get active.
1,000 years ago, we still use our appendix. We didn't have refrigerators.
Just saying, fam.
We ate spoiled meat, nigga. And
come on.
We had no issues, nigga.
Hey, and the thing is, we'll be a damn fool if you think there's not humans that can still live like that today.
There are humans that still live like that in our native country, nigga.
There's humans that still live like that, nigga, around the world where they will look at an American and be like, what do you mean that meat's bad?
Yeah. No, them the tribes that look at Americans like, nigga, you got 2.3 seconds to get the fuck up out of here because ain't nobody supposed to know there's that. We gonna spear your ass.
No, I'm just talking about, nigga. I'm talking about everyday Africans, nigga, that move over here.
Could you imagine how scary that would be if you was on one of them treks and you came across one of them, like, secret ass tribes? No, I'm talking about for the white folks who do that shit. Because it's like the tribe that ain't never been filmed on TV.
It's probably as scared.
They ain't finna let you go.
Probably as scared as a black boy in a police interrogation room.
Because them niggas ain't finna let you go. You
Right.
dead, nigga. They gonna kill you and ain't nobody gonna find you ever again.
Probably the same way a nigga feel at the courthouse when you in court, nigga, looking at a judge that don't give two flying fucks about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same way. Powerless.
Hella powerless.
Out of the loop.
Because it's like, and you go searching for them, and the Africans there tell you, like, nigga, we don't even go searching for them. Leave them the fuck alone. Like,
well, Africans don't go searching for no one.
Right. Like, we don't fuck with them.
I
There's
mean,
a reason they don't have pictures. They're not on camera.
It comes down to the fabric of man. Like, what type of man are you?
But that shit used to piss me off, too. Like, you watching National Geographic, like, we're about to go film a tribe that's never been filmed before, been caught. Like, why?
But that's the thing. Nigga, that Geo, they're not credible. I don't fuck with
No,
them.
I get that, but why are we showing off for these people? There's a reason why they don't do that, nigga.
That's white European culture. I say white European because, shit, when Hannibal ran Spain and it was a black country, I'm sure they were considered, were they Europeans? Like, shit, they were Spaniards too, so I just say it like that because the whole conquer the world theory.
Right.
The whole theory that the God that I serve, you need to serve him. That's it right there in a nutshell. Where does homophobia come from? Religion.
Right, yeah.
Where does racism come from? Religion.
Here's my thing.
Where does sexism come from?
My thing about homophobic people in religion is, like, your guys' favorite saying, one of them is, we were all created in his image. If we were all created in his image and people are born homosexual, transsexual,
I hate when
non-binary
religious people. No, most religious people don't believe that when they say that.
I know, but they don't, because there's no way they could, because if they're, like I said, if we all were made in God's image, all these homosexuals, transsexuals, and LGBTQ people you hate are made in your God's
But the
image.
confliction is why they get confused. They think that their perception of God's image is how we were all made. So when you don't live up to that,
right,
they take it like you're disrespecting or like not living up to their God's values or views. It goes back to mind your business.
People don't know how to do that.
Just little shit. The shit that you learned when you was a kid, man. Mind your business.
It costs nothing to mind your business.
Stop tattletelling. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? And that's just the thick of it. But what I wanted to talk about this shit when I brought it up was that, like, bro, what the fuck? I don't think you realize, nigga. Like, I know you do, but you ain't taking it like me. Like, you got all philosophical, like, man, yeah, I think because they got to do this to get there. Hold on. Fam, we need a moment to just acknowledge what the fuck was said. The fuck you mean, nigga, there's aliens? Now, we all knew. I always felt like that, but I didn't have no government confirmation of some niggas that's credible that didn't seen them.
No, I
that
get
didn't
it.
flew next to them.
I'm just
that didn't like, oh, shit. You see
I'm
that
just
shit?
not surprised.
I'm not surprised either, but I hate how they just, oh, yeah, fuck it, y'all got us. Yeah, we've been dealing with these motherfuckers for years. Like, nobody's tripping off that. Like, niggas are still talking about they ops, nigga, on the internet, nigga. Right. Niggas are still talking about what Trump didn't do or this. I'm like, nigga, yo, there's a whole, what do they look like, and are they mad at us? Like, what's going on? Like, how do we keep them
are they
from coming to fuck with us?
Our ass real quick, or they?
But the one military dude, what he was saying is like, nigga, he has thousands of hours and video and evidence of this shit. And you know what he was saying? What? He was like, bro, if they meant harm,
they would have been killed.
He said, let me explain. That's why I read this quote of what they have calibrated their machinery to be able to do. dating fucking, I mean, going back.
Right.
These motherfuckers been able to fly through fire, which means there's been a pilot that has been engulfed in flames or in a flame situation and has been able to give a detailed, like, yo, this motherfucking spaceship thing just, it just flew through that motherfucker. Yeah, that shit just went in the water. And how many times have you heard that? It came in the sky, went in the water, and then came back out. Like, this shit can fly in the water?
Right.
Well, how we gonna fight them?
You ain't fighting none of that, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Think about this. This is gonna get a little silly, but just follow me. All right? Just follow me. Just like fighter pilots and high-grade military officers and shit like that got little leeways, like they fly in a plane to go do a little mission, but they can duck off over here for a minute.
Yep.
Why aliens couldn't do that? So now, let's say these sightings we seeing is really just a rogue aliens, nigga, that be like, bro, you want to see some ill shit?
Duck off and go do some
Let me
crazy
show you some wild shit right here,
Let's
nigga.
go look
These
at
niggas
alien
over here
niggas.
be tripping.
These Earth niggas over here.
They
these
wild,
these
nigga.
Humans,
they
nigga?
kill each other all the time, nigga. They do all this other shit.
About to take it to Chicago,
But
nigga.
they don't like each other based on their skin color and
That be out of
clothes and
pocket.
shit.
Hey, we about to go to Chicago, nigga. This is a place called Chicago, nigga. You want to see niggas wilding out, bro?
Fam. I mean, because all we have is our human sensibilities.
Yeah.
We can't think like an alien.
No.
So I'm just thinking on, like, for an alien on some human shit.
Yeah.
You got this country, nigga, that's literally, you got this planet that's threatening the whole solar system. How many planets out of all the planets in the, I don't even know if you want to call it, can we call it the world? The galaxy.
Yeah. The galaxy.
All the planets in the galaxy, how many motherfuckers you think got cohabitants on it that are fucking up the whole galaxy?
The whole galaxy.
That has to, fam. If you're alien, all these aliens might not even be from the same place. They might just be like, yo, it's a planet over here that got some fucked up people on it. These motherfuckers are stupid, and they're about to fuck up their whole solar system because they don't like each other because of who they pray to, who they sleep with, and the color of their skin. Think about it, bro. Political discord, social discord, racism, and religious ideology is the reason why these motherfuckers is going to make it to where their kids can't live.
Right.
When God blessed them with a perfect ecosystem.
All this natural resource and all
natural
this fucking
resources.
shit to live off of. And we had to go create cars and planes and trains and boats and oil
Fam.
and all that bullshit.
But let's say that's not even a bad thing.
Right.
Fam, we're spending trillions of dollars building nuclear weapons and sometimes shit go bad. You don't think that affects the earth?
Chernobyl just
We're taking
became-
shit out of the earth that, for all we know, you taking the life out of the battery, my G. Like, the reason why it's fucking hurricanes popping up in New York, nigga, all of a sudden, might be because, nigga, you taking all this oil out of the earth. Now, we've already proven that we don't need oil to do none of the shit that they claim they needed oil for.
We don't.
Fam, the air fryer is crazy.
Love it.
The air fryer is fucking
Love that
science,
shit.
nigga. That probably came from the fucking spaceship. Hey, they fry that shit right here, which is air. Like, that's some spaceship. That's some George Jetson type shit.
Right.
If I ever seen one. You know what I
I
mean?
remember when nigga told me an air fryer, I'm like,
Fam,
how
I
you
was so
fry
against
shit
it.
with no grease, nigga?
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Fuck out of here. Oh,
you
I
mean?
figured out. You know, that's the issue. I figured out what the issue of White Castle here is.
What?
We're used to a flat top with grease.
They don't use grease here?
No, dude, they do the steam on every square where the patties go. It's steamed. It's a little steam square.
See, and that's where the
That's
West,
why that shit
that's where the
don't
West Coast
taste
sucks.
right, bro.
That's the suck part about the West Coast is the West Coast has the stigma of being overly health conscious. And I remember somebody was telling me that about another franchise, and they were saying that, like, yeah, it tastes different here because they don't season it as much because they don't think that it would sell here. Like,
yeah, bruh. I figured out the difference, nigga. It's still flat top grease.
Because
cooked.
white people in the Midwest, on the East Coast, and in the South use seasoning. That's not a stereotype that
and
you
they
can
use
apply to
grease
them.
and lard.
Like
and
that's what I'm saying. You can't really
motherfucking
apply
Crisco,
that
nigga.
kind of food stereotype to those white people. Like,
Right.
what the fuck you mean? You go to some of your friend's house, nigga, in Texas somewhere, you gonna fry up some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Same thing in the Midwest. Same thing on the East Coast. They gonna be able
And
to
they
cook
gonna
something.
fry it in some shit you ain't used to. It's gonna.
They
be
gonna
half,
make something that you
It's
don't
gonna be
use
half.
that's fire.
It's gonna be half oil, half Crisco. You niggas ain't nigga.
That blend,
Yeah.
nigga.
That super crispy
Yeah.
blend, nigga. That
Something crazy.
that I need a napkin. I'm gonna fuck my clothes up blend, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Our nigga been.
But that's why it tastes different.
That makes sense, bro.
You need that flat top.
That's why it tastes
bro.
like the shit out of the microwave.
Yes.
Because I always said, like, damn, these shits taste like the microwave joints.
Even the microwave joints is better.
Honestly.
Yeah, you nigga.
Fuck.
The microwave joints is better, bro.
Yeah, bro. I just get the chicken joints, nigga. The little chicken
Yeah,
strips.
because, I mean, you can't really fuck
can't
up
fuck those
chicken.
up.
Yeah.
But I ain't ate meat in like 2 months.
Bad.
I ain't ate meat in like 2 months, bro. I feel good though.
Oh, here's the thing.
Shit's easier than I
What
thought.
do we use? What does the bag look like on East Coast and Midwest White Castle burgers?
Grease stains, nigga.
What did the bag look like from
You
here?
right. Your jersey
Brand new.
looks just like your jersey.
Right. I could sit it on my
Not a
lap
stain
and
on
not
that,
have
bro.
it.
Not
I
tripping.
can sit it right here.
Yeah.
And won't have a stain on
Never
my
rolled this other
shirt, nigga.
I didn't even think about that, fam.
Won't leave
Fam,
a stain on
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right. The Philly cheesesteak. It's the same thing. Pop's cheesesteak out here. That
Told you.
motherfucking bag.
Told you,
is
nigga.
greasy.
Pops do his thing.
Don't put that bag everywhere. Don't put that bag on your clothes.
Pops
nigga.
come through with the cheese. He let you do it. That's why I was like, hey, man. I fuck around, pull up. We can go pull up on Pops right now.
Pops is fire.
You know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
take my dad.
I know. Yeah. The three of us will go. When you do, let me know. We'll go. The three of us will go. I'd love to go there with Pops. I like going to shit like that with cats like him. You know what I'm saying? Because he like, oh, yeah, this
But
shit
I
probably-
got White
that's gonna
Castle for
remind
him, and
of
he
growing
was
up.
like,
Like,
"What
what
the
the fuck is
fuck is this?"
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was foul, though, because my mom is, like, not negative about anything. Bro, my mom was just like,
Nope.
she heard me talking about it. She's like, yeah, that White Castles don't taste the same.
Not here,
And when she
bro.
said that, I was just like, damn.
They should
I'm
shut
not
them.
tripping.
I know they're making so much money in Vegas, but if I was White Castle,
Dog,
I'd be
they're
like,
the only
"We're done."
West Coast chain. We're only place on the West Coast to have it.
I'd be like, "We're done here."
That's why the lines be so crazy, because there be motherfuckers from Albuquerque.
I sent
they're all-
I sent the niggas from the Midwest store like, "Y'all gotta go
Fam.
fix that." These
Fam, when they first
I feel
opened,
like, let us
hold
get
on, no,
famous.
no.
We're complaining.
when White Castle, the one on the strip, first opened, the line was damn near the circus, dog.
Yeah, we're retarded.
And I didn't realize that because I grew up like eating White Castle as a kid. And then I was just like, oh, I used to eat that as a kid. But I had it before. So I never was like, even when I watched Harold and Kumar Escape the White Castle, I was missing the joke. Like, I liked it because, nigga, it was just funny. Because I was like, oh, they just on some East Coast shit, nigga, stoner shit. I thought it was funny. But when I took my nigga Chrome to New York with me for the first time, and we was walking down the street, we had already ate, fam. We were full. That nigga seen a white. His reaction was like, and I'm not gonna hold you. My reaction was like, ooh, I could get a couple of little slider joints. Now my nigga Chrome didn't even know what to order. All he knew was the little microwave shit.
Oh, bro,
He had never been in there. Hold on real quick. So like when we go in there, fam, real quick, when we go in there, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Man, I remember my cousin Junior, and shout out to my cousin Junior, he was with his OG, he older. He was like, man, we can go. So we got to hurry up, though, because we got to catch that one train back across the water to Brooklyn, nigga, or we stuck in Manhattan till the morning. Ain't no walking. We just outside, nigga. We in Grand Central Station or something, chilling. Like, nigga, like, nobody wants. Yeah, bro.
Damn,
nigga, Mr. Bus looking ass nigga, right? So we like, man, all right, bet. Go in there, we order our shit. And I'm like, damn. It had been a minute since I've been in White Castle. I'm like, man, they done got some new shit on the menu. So I ordered the classics, nigga, that I knew. And we just order a whole bunch of shit to get it to go. Like, fuck it, we gonna take it with us. But this nigga Chrome just like posted a picture, nigga. Oh, one picture, black. Man, finally about to taste this White Castle shit. Nigga, this nigga had like 100 comments, nigga, in seconds, and that's not his energy on the joint. Like, he was tripping. He's like, damn, look at this shit. Like, when I tell you everybody he knew was like, what? You're at, cause he a West Coast boy. Like, he's like, oh, what? You're at White Castle?
used to that
Oh my
shit.
God. I always wanted to go there. And I was tripping because I'm like, nigga, White Castle was like,
It's normal. It's
yeah, it
McDonald's
was.
to
It's
us.
just, it's food, nigga.
Yeah, it's
fast
McDonald's.
food. Like,
Yeah, it's McDonald's.
but I didn't get the stigma of the movie. And then that's when I went back to like, oh, these niggas wouldn't even know what White Castle was if it wasn't for the movie.
No.
So it's directly correlated to like if you watch the movie and like it. When I watched the movie, I used to laugh like, hey, them burgers is fire.
Fire.
So I got the joke. Like, oh, okay, yeah, niggas
Drunk
will
night?
do anything on a drunk night or just on a late night. When you say you going to White Castle, you got to complete the mission.
You do.
So I
That's
got
real.
that. That's
That's
what
real.
the joke was. That's
Right.
what the joke was.
Right.
Like, oh, these niggas, no matter what,
I
they
gotta
get in
get
the
that
White
burger,
Castle.
nigga.
They gotta go. They gotta go get the burger. I don't care if we've been chased by a lion. I don't care if the car got stolen. I don't care, nigga. The shit's still open. We gonna get there and finish the night off. And it ain't expensive,
Yeah.
right, bro? When I tell you now, when I watch that movie,
It got a whole different.
it's
different.
funny as fuck now because I be like, oh,
Niggas
they
really be
killed
like
the
that
game.
about that.
Like, I wonder if White Castle and like, if I'm the two actors or whoever has something to do with that movie, I'm like, nigga, y'all owe me some dough, nigga.
Some bread.
Because, dog, they wasn't even putting White Castle in the microwavable boxes before the movies came out. That shit's crazy to me. What's that, nigga? What got going on over there?
None at all.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man.
Hold on. All right. So funny
Go
story
ahead, go
about
ahead,
White Castle. So one of my niggas, he lives out here, right? He go to White Castle, and this nigga see how cheap it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga order a burger.
Just one? Did they clap? They clown him?
It said niggas looked at me because he told this bitch like, yeah, get you a burger, whatever you want. This shit cheap. So the bitch get a burger too. They're looking at him.
Did they know they were sliders?
No. They're
Okay.
looking at this nigga.
Okay, that
like,
makes sense. Now it makes sense.
Now they're looking at this nigga like, really, nigga? You
Just-
want two?
2 sliders.
No, nobody ordered two. Kids don't even order just 2 sliders, nigga.
I think the kids' meal come with
He
like
said,
3 of
I
them
got
joints.
these. Said, nigga, I got the burger. He said, what the fuck is that? I was like, nigga, you go to White Castle order. That's why they are boxes of these shits, nigga.
Fam, and the funny thing is, if you're not from the culture of White Castle, you really wouldn't know that.
Man.
You really wouldn't know that. Because on the movie, they don't show you that like that. They don't really like put the emphasis on like, you know what I'm saying? But that was the thing. I remember when I was a little kid, bro, and my grandpa like would just be like, "Oh, we're gonna go to White. We're gonna go grab some burgers." Dog, I just remember that shit used to be dope because the White Castle that we used to go to like was like this shit was like almost like Krispy Kremes, like in the fact that like when you go in there, they had the little like
The window, you can see shit.
yeah, it was just, and I was a kid, so you know what I'm saying. But I just remember that, like I remember the experience, and I remember being a little kid being able to eat a lot of burgers, and that was dope. Like I ate 4 burgers, I ate 5 burgers, like thinking like that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I forgot all about White Castle. Watched the movie, I didn't miss White Castle. Oh, them shits do be fire. I remember that shit is bomb. Never thought about it again. And then when we was out there. And then when I seen how people reacted to this shit out here, I was just like, man, that's crazy. Shout outs to you.
Out of pocket.
Not at all. But yeah, man, White Castle.
It's terrible in Vegas. Don't try it. If you're gonna try White Castle, do it in New York or something.
Oh yeah, I did want to run this by you too, nigga. I forgot about this shit.
What?
And then we can wrap it up after this. Hold on. So, you know how this Bill Gates divorce shit making a lot of noise, right?
Mm-hmm.
According to the New York Times, Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah.
keeps coming up in the divorce.
In the Trump divorce?
In the the Gates, Bill Gates,
Oh,
the Gates divorce.
shit.
So Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Gates used to kick it with Duke.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, he nasty. He was out there kicking it with Duke. And
A lot of niggas was nasty.
Right. And so I guess his wife used to have a problem with that. Because the elite, they know about Epstein. They know what he do.
Yeah.
But
nigga, we're not elite in weed.
Right. But right, facts. But your boy Bill.
Whose boy?
Well, you're right. I'm not talking about you, nigga. I ain't saying your boy.
They
boy.
Dio.
No, these niggas boy.
Them niggas.
They
They mans.
They mans. Duke. Bill Gates. He's hell bent. This is how I know this motherfucker. See, I hate when niggas try to deny their egotistical ways, or not be.
You can't be a billionaire like that and not be egotistical.
So what Bill does is he has an obsession, I guess, with getting the Nobel Peace Prize.
Has he never got it?
Never got it.
Damn.
So he wants the Nobel Peace Prize for some reason. I guess when man that has everything has a right to want something, right? That's just what he wants.
That's his new conquest.
And the boy Epstein is the ultimate fixer. I get you what you want. The question is why does a man that's been one of the richest men in the world since we all been fucking alive, kids and shit, why does he need a disgraced pedophile at the time to get him involved with the committee or introduce him to the committee? You know what I mean? It's just like the dude that owns
because probably somebody in that fucking committee is also going to Epstein parties.
You guessed it. So he got him a meeting.
Yeah.
With the board. And,
it was fucking little girls together,
Our
had that
boys.
Conversation. Little boys or girls, teenage boys
Allegedly.
or girls. Ain't none of that shit alleged.
Yes, it is, bro. On this platform, it is, because ain't nobody hitting us with a cease and desist, nigga. Allegedly.
I would love that.
Speak for yourself, bro.
You wouldn't love that publicity?
Nigga, all publicity ain't good publicity.
That might be good for us, though.
Yeah, right.
I might put Always Talking Shit Show on the map, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, on the map for being broke, nigga, and definitely, like old boy, it would be like old boy on house arrest for.
Fuck you, that would suck, bro.
Fam,
they had to just arrest me.
Nigga, you had to go in. You had to go in and keep it real, huh?
They had to just arrest me, nigga. I'm going outside.
That's the fucked up part. He's saying, arrest me so I can get this shit over with. He's not. They can't arrest him, nigga. They're just a bunch of lawyers.
That's all right. I'm leaving, nigga. Then out my house with the ankle bracelet on. Come find me, nigga.
Yeah, man, that shit's foul.
Come find me.
America, wild.
Well, look at that fucking Khalif Browder, bro.
Yeah, but hold on. Yeah, you're right. Rest in peace, Khalif.
New York is the king of just keeping niggas detained with no fucking trial or anything and no explanation.
But yeah, Epstein comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Melinda's upset. Kicking it with Duke too much. Y'all wild. Y'all do y'all little nastiness.
Nasty as hell.
So that's all in her divorce complaint. The update on the Epstein situation was Jeffrey was supposed to be watched. We all know this. The two guards, they're not facing any criminal charges. They're not getting fired. You know what their punishment for all this is? Their punishment for not watching him, falling asleep for a couple of hours, shopping on the internet and watching YouTube videos instead of doing their rounds that day. Not every other day. They check. Normally they on their shit. But on this day, they took naps. They just had conversations with each other. They never left a little guard pit, nigga, like on this day. The day that he kills himself.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
Epstein, that nigga at the house somewhere kicking it. But
that's also a possibility.
Yeah,
well.
So you know what their punishment is, right? 100 hours of community service. Hey, hold on, bro.
I've gotten more than that for bullshit,
that's what I'm
nigga.
saying. That's why I started laughing. I'm like, bro, these niggas trying to make me do more than that to get my license back right now. Like, and these cats got 100 hours of picking up trash on the highway. So the girls' attorneys are pissed.
Hell yeah.
The victims' attorneys, like, man, how many times you gonna keep slapping these girls in their face? Like, these are the only people that you can hold liable at this point. And that's the liability they get is $100. Like, and I ain't, because obviously, and this is not even about them, because obviously, what does that mean? It's way over their pay grade.
Mm-hmm.
This is over their head. You feel me? Like, y'all just did what y'all was told to do, or ordered to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry about
Probably, I'm sure they didn't tell y'all, yo, we about to catch a body real quick. We need y'all to not come. For however they did it, they made sure y'all didn't go do y'all rounds that day. I mean, after all, this is a guy that got sentenced to prison for child rape and all that shit and was able to leave and go, nigga, get on his jet, fly around the country, take meetings, and then have to just turn himself in at night and go to sleep there. Mm-hmm. Wake up in the morning, do the shit all over again. We live in two different Americas, man. That shit's crazy. And now we got aliens to deal with. I'm just saying, where do niggas go now, man?
Maybe aliens would come down here and get rid of the dumb people.
What if we the dumb people?
All of us?
Who says the dumb? I'm just saying, who says who's dumb or not?
That's
dumb
true.
Compared to, because I don't give a fuck if you alien. That don't mean you should be my god, nigga. Just because how I know we ain't supposed to be their god, nigga. We might be more advanced than them.
That's very egotistical and human of you to say.
I mean, maybe not technically advanced, but we might be more socially advanced than them.
I could see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We might be more emotionally advanced than them. Maybe that's why we hurt each other, because we're emotional creatures. They probably.
I'm gonna keep it a million. I'm ready to meet aliens. Been ready to meet aliens. Come on down. Let's talk.
You know what, fam? I thought I was, and I still do sometimes.
Until you started being
until they was like, yo,
it got real for you.
Until they was like, yo, this shit ain't just in your head when you high, nigga. This is real.
It's real now,
like,
nigga.
Look, this is not a drill, my nigga. Like that, I started freaking myself out when I was reading this shit because I was like, wait, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I don't really plug other people's shit, but it don't matter. It's Joe Rogan, nigga. Like. Our little plugs.
He's plugged.
I was about to say, yeah, like our plugs. That's why we talk about the Joes,
He's
nigga.
300 million.
The two
plugs.
Joes is plugged. We're not. Can't hurt to swing them.
300 million plugs.
Right. My little whatever I say ain't gonna matter.
Not at all.
But Joe shares an infatuation with me with aliens in space and shit like that, right? But what I like about this nigga is that he's not like myself, extremely like educated in the field.
No, yeah.
He's just curious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, because he has a platform like that, he brings in a lot of people that you know that knows what they're talking about, that's experienced this shit, and then he has the same kind of conversation as me and you would, right?
I just
Relax.
came up.
He'll get high, and then he'll go ask them some stoner shit.
I just came up with a stoner one for us.
So Joe is talking to this guy, man. I'm not even gonna try to. I got his name in my notes. It don't matter. And the dude. Basically, as a child, he was one amongst a group of people that is recorded as having a UFO sighting, right? Credible enough that they recorded it. It was him, a small group of students on a special field trip for science club kid winners type shit. They seen that, said it changed his life. He's science whiz all through high school and college, but he goes into Central Intelligence.
He said, I want to know all that.
Yeah. And that's what Joe's asked Joe. So Joe cuts him off and he's like, oh, I know what you did. You did that so you can start asking questions. And he was just like, yeah, that's why. He's like, but you know you got to wait. So he waited, did his due diligence, worked his way up a little bit, got comfortable. He's like, man, for years I was waiting for the right time to ask, like, okay, so.
What's up with these aliens?
That alien shit ain't real, right? He said, bro, he bring, whatever time was right, he brings it up. It's at some kind of formal dinner. Turned it to a 7-hour conversation. He said he left that table overwhelmed at the amount of credible, like not sightings, stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, man, I used to be out on the coast of Korea, and we would land the planes on the ship after we do our rounds, and like every third day, this spaceship thing would just come down and like go through the rounds with me, and then right before it was time for me to land on the ship, it would just break off. Like, what do you do?
I got a crazy ass question for you though. Aliens, right? Come down. They need to repopulate their species. Humans are the closest thing to it.
Man, here you go, bro. All right, go ahead. I already know where you going.
Would you smash an alien chick?
I mean, does it look like
Okay.
what it look like? It she look like Shorty from whatchamacallit?
She looked like a regular like female, right? Got the boobs, ass, everything, but got like greenish type skin and like little antenna type things.
So she's bad though.
They're like.
So she look like a little bad bitch on Halloween.
No, they're like a 6.
That's what you described.
They're like a 6.
I mean, nigga,
With
I
a
done hit sixes
with
before.
a decent body.
And what? Wait. So I don't just look. Hey, I might be a 6 to somebody. All I'm saying is, I don't just go out there looking for 6s to hit. But I've hit 6s, right?
Would you smash an alien chick if it was a 6 with a cold body?
I would smash the alien chick if she made me horny.
If she had like the best dome skills paws
Don't matter.
in the
I
history.
answered you your question. I myself would smash an alien, a woman from another species, or another species, female.
Yeah.
The female from that other species, I would smash if she made me horny. Because she made me horny, then that means she's attractive to me.
Right.
Some worked. Some about it was sexy. We'll try that thing out.
Oh fuck.
If it don't kill me. See, that's another thing. Like,
Nah, it's not toxic. It's
That's
not
what- all right,
toxic.
yeah, that's
it's
another
not
thing,
anything
like-
that's gonna harm you. You can't. It's like
no crazy diseases.
it's the cleanest thing ever. Like let's say that. Like they
All right.
somehow don't ever get any type of diseases like that or anything.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, shit. Yeah, bro. I had sex in Mexico. What are you talking about? Spring break. I don't know that
Was
girl.
you scared
Not
after
at all.
you was done?
Not at all. Had a ball, nigga. God bless that young lady. I
You
hope
probably
she's well.
you must have wrapped it up.
Oh, nigga, yeah. I mean, spring break, bro. We had a jar of condoms in the moment.
I can imagine.
And the females ain't letting you just raw dog it in spring break.
could
They know
you-
better, too.
okay, well,
At
could
least
you
in our
imagine-
generation. Our generation was a little different.
How many niggas done caught some type of STD from spring break?
Then caught a STD from spring break?
Mhm.
Is what you said?
Many. Me that had to go back and get a shot.
Honestly, bro.
That's silly.
Possibly.
That's silly.
Possibly. Or it might be not as much as you think. Because one of the things I notice is that when it's that type of environment and there's preparing for sex,
Right.
people bring that.
That's real.
And
That's
the
real.
girls that are come there knowing, like, I'm never going to see these niggas again. I don't know them. You can't put dirt on my name in my college. You can't. This is before, nigga, I went to spring break before social media.
Right, yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, nobody even knows that I met you, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those girls, and I'm only saying that to say, they might have been more coming out there like, yeah, I'm about to get it in. They were bringing condoms. Like, bitches was bringing condoms to the room. Like, that's how we knew. Like, oh, it's really going down. Because when they bring them, they not bringing them for them to sit there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's my thoughts on that.
Is that it?
Alien pussy.
Could be the best thing out there. We
Hey,
just
man.
don't know.
I keep telling people, told people last year. I'm going to wrap it up with this. Fam, everybody that was on my timeline, in my messages, inbox, DMs, talking that Clipper shit,
That nigga suck.
you cats
2-0.
are fucking idiots. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Mavericks,
Like I'm not gonna go
2-0
through. I got all your
Warriors.
names. I got your shit pinned and shit like the
Skip
screenshots.
Bayless.
I wasn't. I'm talking about personal people.
I know, but Skip Bayless.
Just Skip too, but he eats his words. See, them niggas on TV kill me because they'll talk big shit. They was just talking crazy about LeBron and AD. They talk big shit, and then when it like they gotta eat their words, they just don't.
They don't, yeah.
They just like, oh, LeBron was great. He's one of the greatest players.
But what about
AD sure was dominant, right? They'll just do that. Like nigga, they don't even talk about Kawhi. Remember all the shit that we had to hear about
I haven't
Kawhi
heard Kawhi all
for a
year.
whole summer?
Yeah, I ain't hear shit
Kawhi
about
just dropped
Kawhi all
41
year.
points last game
Didn't hear shit about it because they lost.
because it didn't matter. You can have them 40. Nigga, Luka was like, man, take them 41. Now they switched up. Steve, Kawhi has to guard Luka. Wasn't we saying that on the couch, nigga? This time, last fucking year, like yo, didn't they tell us Kawhi was the new Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, him and Paul George, and they can lock up LeBron, and that's why they gonna beat the Lakers? Why is it? Well, if you can lock up LeBron,
to the Lakers.
if you can lock up LeBron, fam, you don't want to even try to guard Luka.
Right.
Luka was younger last year than he is this year. That was his first playoffs last year. Luka's played like 12 playoff games, 9 playoff games.
These niggas about to go home.
Guess who they've all been against?
L.A.
The Clippers.
They about
That's
to
why
send
he's
them.
torturing them like that. Because he don't even feel like he in the playoffs. It's just like, nigga, I played this team hella times. Like,
About to
nigga,
send you niggas home early.
send these niggas home early. Because guess where they going?
Back to, they're
to
going to
Dallas.
Yep, after losing 2
Fam,
home.
y'all not down 2-0 going
To
back
LA,
home.
Yeah. You're down 2-0 going to Dallas. You lose the third one, it's a wrap.
Come on, bro. LeBron's smart enough to know. You really got to split. Okay, it's okay. Let's gauge that first game, see how
And
they
you
doing.
said that they lost their
You gotta
last,
make
like, how
sure.
many games? 8 games or something, so
Like
they didn't
4.
have to play fucking LeBron. He's still getting your ass whipped by Dallas.
In the first round, you still about to be out of there. Who you rather go out to in the first round?
L.A., the other
Come
L.A.
on, bro. Give me the nigga with the top 2 of the 5 players in the league. You know what I'm saying? With a story franchise and be like, yeah, man, we had a hard-fought battle. It is what it is. Either one of us was probably going to go on to win the championship.
Yep. You niggas can't even get past Dallas.
The toughest team, and this is the thing about just, you can't run from destiny, bro. You can't run from adversity.
Nope.
If you want to be great, you got to go through some adversity. LeBron then said, fuck it. We beat up a little bit, but we all here. We finally all cleared to play. It's going to be tough. But the Phoenix Suns is the toughest team they going to play.
Yep.
And they know that. They could have lost games. They could have lost to the Warriors and knew that, like, okay, we're probably going to beat Memphis if we have to for a one-game series. I was still going to take the Lakers for that. They could have beat Memphis and not had to play. But no. Instead of playing Portland, who we know we got an advantage of, we match up well against, the Suns are matched in our image.
Mm-hmm.
And they can go. They can meet. Now with Chris Paul, they can. That's going to be a tough one for us. Yeah, let's get them out the way first. We got to go through them anyway. Rather not go through them
fresh.
2 rounds. You rather not go through them 2 rounds where they done built some confidence. Now they done built to beat two teams. Nigga, like the niggas that's rookies and it's their first time playing in the playoffs. They didn't after 2 series, nigga. You ain't no rookie no more.
Not at all.
You didn't play in
You're
2 playoff
sophomore
series.
now. Yeah,
Like,
you're a
like,
sophomore.
so
And you'll be a motherfucking junior the next year.
right,
I bet,
bro,
nigga.
right. So it's just like they understood that. Let's not run from our destiny. If it was destined for us to lose Chris Paul and these niggas
It's destined for us
in
to
the
lose
first
to Chris
round, we
Paul
just
and
lost
these
Chris
niggas.
Brown. We gonna try hard.
And
that's
that
what I
means, and that
respect,
means the
man.
Suns might win a championship.
And that's what I respect.
If they beat LA,
And that's what I respect.
the Suns might win a
Hey,
championship.
so look, so they go through. Suns come through. They play a great game. Lakers hold them, nigga, to a career low,
Yep.
and the Lakers lose. But the Lakers played horrible.
The next game, they played a good game.
Lakers turn up. They
won.
ain't ball out, but they
But
turn
they
up.
won.
They're getting back in a rhythm,
Yeah.
right? They win. Still held them to like season low averages.
They're playing good
But-
defense.
But here's the chess match in this. The reason why the Clippers needed to win, they was, oh, it's not a must win. Nigga, Paul George gets up there, so, oh, it's not a must win. We got to go back, win 2 here. And then, well, he didn't understand. Well, they ain't won a championship before. LeBron just stole home court advantage. That's why Chris Paul was over there looking sick on the sideline.
Yeah, because
Because
he
he
understood
understood
go back
that.
to LA.
He was like, damn, the next 3
Is in LA.
out of 5 is going to be in Los Angeles.
So we have to win too.
So it's
Even
not
get back
technical home court advantage, but it's home court advantage.
Mhm.
Like, And then we're going back to L.A. with fans in the Staples Center. And guess when the last time Kobe Bean Bryant was playing basketball for the Lakers, the last time the fans went to a game in the playoffs and watched the Lakers play. You don't think that crowd is about to be crazy? And Jeannie Buss was a genius because what she implemented was a vaccinated section. So if you vaccinate, so nigga, they can get more people in there than the average people have been letting in. That's why when the Clippers was playing, they still had the cardboard shit up like they were in a bubble, kind of. Mm-hmm. They had some fans, but I don't know if you've seen like that last home game Lakers nigga that they had before they went on a little road span. Nigga, they was packed in that bitch. It's gonna be like over 15,000 people at that game. And since y'all ain't been playing in fans, that's gonna hit like 30,000 people. It's over for the Suns. Chris Paul hurt.
Oh yeah, shoulder.
It's over for the Suns. And Devin Booker is great, but they showed you can go for 30, nigga, and it not affect us winning or losing the game.
You needed Chris Paul. They need Chris Paul. You need
and
that extra.
What are you gonna do when LeBron decides, nigga? Okay, now he's not gonna let his scoring average in the playoffs go down.
No.
And he's just been getting everybody else involved, and he's been making his shots and all this shit, and he's getting healthier. He hasn't really had to exert himself. He ain't put out too much energy at all, and nigga, they 1-1, about to go back home for 2 games. He gonna get that good home cooked meal, that sex from his lady. You know what I'm saying? See his kids. He at his favorite restaurant, get his trainer to look at his ankle a couple times, massage here and there. LeBron's going for probably about 30-something. Tomorrow. He'll go for about 30 tomorrow.
I hope he stays healthy for the playoffs.
He will, because that's why he playing smart. Like, that's why he ain't driving to the basket. Because Bron know better. Like, nigga, nope, I ain't stepping on nobody's ankle. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. That's why he's playing like that. But he got the skill set to play like that because he's just like, okay, AD, I need you to go hard. That's why when AD hit that 3, he's like, I told you I got you. I told you I got you. Because they had that conversation like, fam, I'm going to go hard when it's time, but right now, I need you to carry this. I'm going to get everybody involved. Nigga, they had 3, what? It was like 3 or 4 of them niggas with over 20 points. Mm-hmm. We didn't even look at them as that type of team. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to be all right. And when LeBron get number 5, bro, what's going to happen then?
I don't even care about basketball right now.
Detroit got you that hurt, huh? Y'all should have signed my nigga Jello, man.
Who the fuck you telling? You let go of Jello, then let go of Blake Griffin. You could have let Jello try and be a star. If we're gonna let go of the star,
right?
Shit.
And you got your young point guard from Europe.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Jeremy Grant.
You should just let Jello, nigga, like play in the backcourt with him, just as a nigga that can shoot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just help him out. But nah.
Nah, you know Detroit's stupid. Fuck Detroit. Fucking Pistons.
But yeah, man. Shout out to the NBA playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep an eye on them Knicks, man. The Knicks is quietly putting pressure on the Nets. Yeah, because the Knicks, all they got to do is really win they really good now. But if they win this series, New York is already back on their tip. Mm. If the Nets don't win the championship, bro.
All that team building for nothing.
And the New York media is going to let them hear that. They're going to be talking spicy. A lot of niggas saying the Nets look good, but I can't really tell because they're playing a bum-ass Celtics team, nigga, with one of their stars missing.
Right. Celtics are just becoming kind of overrated to me.
Yeah, because Danny Ainge got all those picks and won't draft nobody or trade nobody.
Yeah.
That nigga just got hella picks, nigga, sitting in the tuck. But, yeah, man. That's it for sports. That's it for my list. Now when you see something in the sky and the shit looks bugged out, I don't want to hear
probably
all that. Oh, it's
fucking
probably just a
alien.
plane. Oh, it's probably this. Man, these motherfuckers is watching us. And, hey, it's time for y'all to hurry up and give black people their reparations, man, so we can hurry up and end this racism shit. So we can hurry up and get all on one team.
Because
so
if they
when
come
they
fighting
come,
our ass, we
can all be on the same accord.
And on that note, we'll fuck up out of here.
It's another episode.
It's another fucking episode of the Always Talking Shit Show in the books. Your
Yes,
motherfucking
sir.
host Doc on.
It's your boy Keem Sincere, man, and that's a dub. We out of here.
And as usual, it's fuck how you feel.
New Always Talking Shit Show.
Fuck how your mama feel, nigga.